Alright, welcome on in, everyone. Oh, hello. All my music isn't working. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's nice. Okay, so, excellent. I made sure that was working yesterday, and it isn't. Excellent. Right, well, let me fix that now. Um, welcome to In It to Win It. So, this is, it's going fantastically. During the pre-show, last minute was, yeah, was definitely a choice I made. Apparently, it was a worse choice during the pre-show in general than deciding to speedrun Wii Sports Club in front of 80 people. So yeah, this is In It to Win It. This is a quiz game. We will get the music working as soon as possible. But yeah, essentially what we're going to be doing here, and I will explain the rules. This is a sort of luck-based quiz game. This is an existing format. This is not my own idea. So essentially what we're going to be doing, we're going to be playing with chat involved, and there will be a potential to win £100 for the charity here. £5 per question answered. And yeah, we will see how it goes. So we got the wheel. There we go. We got okay, I just need to find each one of these. So there's not actually a lot of music for me to set in this one, which is helpful. So we have this one. But yeah. Okay, right. So, if I do that, right. So before we get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly get the rules up as well, so we can familiarize ourselves with that before we actually get going, because this will take about half an hour. There can be a potential 31 questions in here. Oh, sorry, 30 questions in here. I've written 31, but we will only actually see 30 because we're going to get through one of the question stacks. There's a few things going on, but this is a multiple choice quiz. If you're not too comfortable with a quiz normally, then hopefully this should be not too bad. Okay, where is... Okay, now my stream deck isn't working. That's cool. Okay, so if I go to there... Right, fixing things on the fly. I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so if I do that works. There we go. Okay, cool. We have the ambient music. Okay, excellent. So yeah, also ignore the fact that it's from a different game show. If you are very, very familiar with game shows, you will know that that is from a different game show. But listen, the music for this was difficult to get hold of in general. The sound effects to get hold of were pretty difficult anyway. But yes, so if I... Right, I'm still changing that as well. So if I change that one, and then I change that one. Okay, excellent. Right, so I'm hoping that's going to be right now. I will leave my stream deck open just in case, but yeah, we should be good. Okay, so before we get started, yes, we will need to refresh ourselves on the rules. So this will all be played via chat. Normally, this would be done slightly differently. We will be playing it sort of through Twitch Whispers or something, but for today only, we're going to do it via chat. Okay, I'm back. But yes, we'll be playing this via chat. I will explain the rules now. So, before we get started, we will need to spin a wheel. That will decide one person to join the row at the bottom, the row of potentially 5 players, of winner's row. And that will be the person who is potentially winning us money for charity. So, every correct answer is going to be £5. And not only that, but it's going to keep you in the game. And if you're in the game at the end, then that will mean that you have the opportunity to answer the final question and potentially win a share of... We're going to do a bonus prize of £20 to split between the winners for this. So I will be paying that out either in Steam credit or in gift subs on Twitch. So that is up to you, however you want to do that. I will contact you after the event, or after this run, to work stuff out with that. Or forward it onto charity. It's completely up to you. But yes, basically, answer questions correctly. We have 3 multiple choice questions with 3 possible answers in this. Every correct answer, again, is £5, and that will keep you in the game. If you answer a question incorrectly, you're going to be moved to the red area, and you're going to need to answer a survival question to stay in. If you do not answer that correctly, you will be out of the game, potentially to come back later if you get spun in on the wheel again, because you are eligible to do that, and that has happened in the past. Not just that, but you can join right at the very end of the game if the game works out that way, and win a share of the prize. So it's basically just a quiz, but with added chaos. So every time there is a way of getting more players in the game. So once someone is in the red area, we will spin the wheel again to get another player in. If the player in the red area gets the question correct, we are then going to move them back into the game, and there will then be multiple players in the game. So there is a chance for all 5 spots to be filled, and once again, that has happened in the past. There is the edge case where multiple players will be in the red area. Here, we will make it... there will be a slight rule change if that happens. But I will explain that if that does occur. It is a rare thing to happen. But yeah, the rule for that is on the screen, though, still. And either after 20 main questions or 10 red area questions, the game is going to lock. And at that stage, anyone that is currently on winner's row will then have 1 final question to answer. If you get that right, then you will not be winning a share of the prize fund. You will actually be winning a share of that £20 bonus prize. However, what we will be doing is the charity donation will be guaranteed. Normally, you'd be winning the actual prize pot itself, and if no one wins it, then it's a complete crash out and no one wins anything. But that would not make for very good viewing. So, not for a charity stream. So, we are going to be guaranteeing whatever is won in the main game, that's going to be going to charity. I will just say, though, red area questions do not count. It is only the main questions. So, we do want to be there as much as possible. Now, with that in mind, I am going to start the timer now, and I'm going to give you all until we are at about 2 minutes to type !play in the chat if you would like to play. So do type !play if you do want to get involved in the quiz. Again, it is multiple choice for the main game itself. And there is a bonus prize if you win at the end. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. So, anyway. There you go. That's accidentally me typing it on the on that account. I do have my other account open and in my iPad as well, though. But yes, I will populate the wheel with all the names when they do come through. So yes, okay, we will open up the wheel, and I'm just going to check things are all good on there as well. Okay. You can't play? That's all good. That's all good. I am going to just make sure that's all good. Okay, so we'll give you a few minutes. Once we have people in, we will get started. So, once again, bonus prize if someone does manage to complete. Yes, anyone can join. Yes, anyone can play this game. Please do join. No one else knows the questions. I will just say as well, most of these are general knowledge. However, there are some video game questions. So, we'll see what comes up. There are a few in there that I've added in recently. There are also 2 questions, if you are familiar with my game shows on my side of things, on my channel, that I have reused. So, yeah, that is a thing. Just to make sure everyone is aware, if you have watched every single one of my quiz shows for the last, 4 years, then you might recognise 2 of the questions, but all the rest of them are completely new. So, we will get the wheel populated with who is currently on the wheel, which is Joopy. Joopy is on there. If no one else joins, then I guess it's a free entry. But that is to be decided. We will see. We will see. But yeah, we can leave it open for a couple more minutes. And while we're waiting to see if anyone else does want to play, I will just talk again about the charity. So we are raising money for Mind. They are aiming to ensure that no one faces a mental health problem alone. And we are aiming for £150 for this event. Last time we got 100. Oh, Droopy's coming back around the wheel again. Last time we got 100, and that was our goal. This time, though, we do have a bonus game of Balatro. So if we do reach that by the end of play on Sunday, then we will be having that as our bonus game. So, again, yeah, get the donations in. We do want to see that run. So, I'm going to lock it at 4 minutes, and then we're going to be starting the quiz. If it's just Droopy, then we're just going to be having a one-person game. I mean, that's totally fine. It does mean it's a little bit easier for you. There we go. We got Seagull in as well. So we have a red section and an orange section. Okay. Again, we will lock it at 4 minutes. There will be some opportunities potentially to play later. Again, every time someone enters the red area, there will be a spot opening up. So, yes, there will be probably a few opportunities to get in. There might even be one right at the end. And you might have a 1 in 3 chance at possibly a gift sub or £4 Steam credit. Who knows? If there are multiple players, anyway. If it's only one person winning, then it's the full £20. Because it will be split between the winners. Anyway, we are going to lock it there. And we are going to see who is going to be playing first on our game show here. Let's go. Oh, okay, well, that was an interesting spin. But anyway, the tab just glitched. But anyway, it is going to be red. It's Droopy. Droopy is playing first. I turned off the clapping, but okay. Why is that? Why is that? Go there and then do that and then turn that off. It is going to be Droopy starting us off. So we will close that. And we are going to put Droopy onto here. There we go. So, Droopy is going to be our first player. Now, once again, every single time... yeah, we just have the applause for no reason. Every single time a question is answered correctly, it's £5. I mean, potentially, you could just go on a perfect run, get all 20 right, and then get the bonus at the end. But, who knows? It's never happened so far, but... yeah, you never know. Right, question 1. I am going to say it's going to appear in the chat and there will be a 15-second countdown. I know you know how it works already, Droopy, but yes. Once the question has appeared in chat, it is then locked and it is live. You can put the answer and you need to put A, B, or C. Do not put the answer itself. Put A, B, or C. I will say, if anyone else does want to play, normally I would say don't, because it's only Droopy that is going to count for this one. However, because this is a bit more of a co-op thing than it is you're competing with each other, I am going to say just this once, you can also play and sort of type A, B, or C in the chat while the question is live. However, it is just Droopy that will count. So if you do think you know, or you just want to have a go, then yeah, you can feel free to take part as well. Anyway. Question 1 is this. And let's go to here. Question 1. Let's have it now. What is the part before a story called? A, dialogue, B, epilogue, or C, prologue? And my sound effect is broken. So let me fix that. So, not actually a game show question here, but also I'll play the 15-second timer now. There we go. Not a game show or not a video game question, but I feel like you can kind of get this from playing video games. So that's already a nice start for you. And there's your 15 seconds up. So, what do we have from Droopy? Let's have a look. I'm just going to make this a little bit easier for myself and move one of these sound effects to a different place. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we do have a few answers coming in, and you've answered C. You've answered with prologue. Is that the correct answer? Yes, it is. Absolutely right. Yeah. Epilogue is the bit after, and then dialogue is just a bit I've made up, because it just has the same suffix as the others. That was really the only fake answer I could really put in for that one. So yeah, that is a very nice start, and I'm gonna have to be careful not to press my reset key. You know what? I might actually turn off my reset key in Live Split, because otherwise I am totally gonna press the reset key. Let me just set it to something completely random that I'm not gonna need to press. We do love setting the reset key to F11 so I don't press it. Okay, right. Anyway, we are moving on. We are staying with the Dupy. We're on £5 now. Next question is this. Let's go to here and do that and do that. Which of these games has the most total players on speedrun.com? A. Wii Sports. B. Wii Party. C. Wii Sports Resort. I will say I didn't spoil this earlier. I actually did talk about the popularity of these games and Wii Play, which is the 4th most popular, I believe. Unless the stat has changed since I've checked it. But yeah, this is a little tricky. I can tell you there is one game that has over 1,000 players. And yeah, no looking things up, of course. Yeah, there's no point in googling it. It's a quiz. You don't want to cheat in a quiz. It has to be Wii Chess. Yeah, Wii Chess is not actually that popular. Although Wii Fit U is actually less popular than Wii Chess, believe it or not. There is one of these games that has 1,000 plus total players on SRC, and I have a feeling that if there are any Wii Series runners hanging around at this stage, they may know this. Now, we have had an answer from Dupy of A, Wii Sports. Was the answer Wii Sports? No, it is Wii Sports Resort. So what we are actually going to be doing is bringing another player in, because Wii Sports only has 681. 611 is Wii Party and 1,034 Wii Sports Resort. So yes, unfortunately, that is going to be Dupy joining the red area. And if anyone else does want to get in, type !play right now. We will leave this open for about a minute. We'll leave it open till 12 minutes on the timer. But yes, that is where we're at this stage. We are on to the second question. We are 2 questions in of the main stack, and we are about to play the first in the red area. Remember, if we get through all 10 in the red area, we will not see all 20 in the main game. So we shall see how that goes. Anyway, Dupy, you are going to be answering a survival question in a moment. Did I throw on purpose? No one knows. Who knows? I know I don't. But either way, we have Bruss joining for the wheel. If anyone wants to get in, again, you will need to type it again if you want to play again. So Seagull, if you want to get back on the wheel, you need to type it again. So once that timer hits 12 minutes, we are going to spin this again. I'm going to wait to see if Seagull wants to come back in, though. Yeah, we go. Okay, so let me bring up the wheel once again. And we are at 12 minutes, so I'm going to lock it there. We are going to close off the music, and let's spin. Let's see who's going to get in this time. That's a better spin. It's red, it's Brass. Brassbeat is going to be playing next. There we go. So let's close that and let's bring him in. Okay. So Brass has also played this game. I feel like all the people that have entered so far are familiar with this. We will come to Brass in a moment. But for now, we have Jupy's survival question. This is to keep you in the game. I am going to move on over to this one. And this is question 1. Remember, if you get this wrong, you're going to be out for now. But let's see how this goes. So I need to put in that. Hopefully that's right. And here is your question. Remember, this is not multiple choice. You need to answer the actual, with the actual answer to the question for this one, because this is not multiple choice. Here we go. In Super Mario Bros. 1985 speedrunning, how many frames are there in a frame rule? Okay, very late on in the timer there, but we have had an answer. Okay. Also, me fixing things again, my bad. Hang on. This breaking on me now is not it, honestly. But it is all good. It's because I spent so much time getting everything else together for the event, and then this has sort of fell off to the side. And that's why this is all a bit scuffed with the sound effects so far, but it's all good. It's all good. We're getting through it. It wouldn't be me without something scuffed happening with the game show, right? Anyway. We now have... okay, I'm hoping that works when we get there. Right. So, we have had an answer from Jupy of 31. Is the answer 31? No, it is 21. 21 frames in a frame rule in SMB1. So, sadly, that does mean, Jupy, we are going to be losing you. But you might be back later on. So, do stick around, because we could get you back in if you get spun in on the wheel again. But for now, that is it. Okay. And we are going to... Yeah, we're losing our mod. No, stick around, stick around. Okay, anyway. Next up, though, is going to be question 3 of the main pack. And this is for Brass this time. So, Brass, as long as you keep answering correctly, we are going to keep on adding to the bank. It's put in Game Show Arizona. Yep. Okay. Right, let's move on. This is question number 3. Here it comes. Which of these is equal to 2024 in Roman numerals? Is it MMX, MMXXIV, or MMXVII? Interesting Jupy getting in that time as well. Let's see what you put. Alright, you've put B. Is B the correct answer? Yes, it's B. 2024. Yes, that is it in Roman numerals. The first one, 2010, and the last one, 2017. So we are now up to 2 correct answers. That's £10 for charity. And we will move on to question number 4. Let's just get it. Here it comes. In April 2024, North America witnessed some kind of rare eclipse. Which one was it? Partial eclipse, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. And we've had an answer from Brass again. Let's see what that was. It was solar eclipse. Is that the right answer? Yes, it is. It was a total solar eclipse. And it was also the week that I got all 4 We Play World records. Completely unrelated. that was a week. I'm convinced it was the eclipse, and I'm convinced it's not going to happen again. But yes, Brass, absolutely right. £15 now for the charity. So coming up now, question 5 of a possible 20 in the main stack. Let's take a look. During the 2024 Olympics, which event experienced delays due to poor water quality? Was it A, sailing, B, surfing, or C, triathlon? Very quick answer there. No messing around. I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty big game for the charity here. Okay. We've gone with triathlon. Was triathlon correct? Yes, it was. Triathlon, because of the river saying they did delay it 1 or 2 times. But yes, that's really the only one that actually took place there. Surfing was way off, pretty much the other side of the earth. And sailing, there wasn't really a lot of getting into the water swimming, so yeah, there wasn't really a lot of a problem there. But yeah, it was triathlon, and that was correct. So we're now at £20. Fantastic. Also, not me getting the cursor on screen. There we go. Wii Series Olympics reference. Yeah, there will be no delays due to the poor water quality in the river. Not in the Wii Series Olympics. Okay, that was question 5, I believe. Yes, there we go. So the next one coming up is question 6 of a possible 20, and let's see what it is. Which of these countries is in the European Union but does not use the euro? Is it A, Sweden, B, Cyprus, or C, Georgia? Getting to the tricky questions now. Okay, we've had an answer, once again from Brass, and you've said Sweden. Is it Sweden? Yes, Sweden's right. That's £25 in the bank. No, not that. There we go. That would in fact not be the jackpot of this game. Yes, it was Sweden. Know this one because of ESA. Dang, yeah, I didn't really think about that. I thought I'll try and throw in a country that might be difficult, but yeah, I guess Sweden wasn't really that hard because of that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'll give you a bit of a fact. So this the Swedish krona, and they are in the EU. Cyprus uses the euro. Georgia is recognised as a potential candidate to join, but is not currently in, and they use the lari. I'm not sure of the pronunciation of that, but yes, that is the currency of Georgia. So yeah, that was correct there. And we are moving on to question number 7 of a possible 20. Let's go. An MMO version of which of these game shows was released for the Xbox 360 in 2009? Was it Total Wipeout or Wipeout, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, or 1 vs 100? There you go. I fixed it. Oh, that's a late answer there, but it is in time. I'm doing a little bit of a grace period, a little bit on top of the 15 seconds. I'm starting the timer a little bit late. But we have our answer, and it is 1 vs 100. Is the answer 1 vs 100? Yes, that's correct. 1 vs 100 was actually released as a DS game, believe it or not. I was doing my research for this question, and I saw there were 2 versions, and one of them was the DS, which I'd never heard of. But yes, the more well-known one was the one on Xbox 360, where they actually gave away free games for the winners. That was a guess. Wow, okay. Yeah, I'm glad I put in some tricky answers there then, because Total Wipeout, yeah, I kind of thought of that, and I thought, this is more of a gamey kind of game for an MMO. But yeah, no, they didn't do that. That was kind of a shovelware Wii game, and Millionaire is on basically everything, but not as an MMO, just as Millionaire. So yeah, 1 vs 100, a very weird choice, I would say. Very interesting choice to pick as such a a flagship kind of game show game. Like, one of the most iconic game show games, I would say, for people that played it at the time. Not me, because I was 6. But I have heard of it, and it did sound pretty fun. But, yeah. Anyway, that was the correct answer there. 100 is a catchy number to put on an Xbox Live game. I guess so, yeah. I mean, the concept of it just sounds great, to be honest. Yeah, and it unfortunately didn't actually last very long. I looked into it. According to Wikipedia, everyone's favourite reliable source of information, it only lasted for 2 seasons, and then they stopped it, which is a shame. But there were talks to bring it back only a few years ago. But, yeah, sadly nothing has come of that just yet, although I would very much like to see that. I don't have an Xbox, but that would be a very interesting thing to see anyway, if it did become a thing. Okay, we are now on 6 correct answers. That's £30 banked, which is pretty good. Moving on now, question 8 of a possible 20. Let's go. Which mob in the video game Minecraft was unintentionally created due to a bug when creating pigs? A. Creeper. B. Enderman. C. Skeleton. Brass doing very well, by the way, so far to keep us on pace, because we were falling behind at the beginning because of the tech issues, but we should be good now. We have an answer of A. Creeper. Is it Creeper? Yes, of course it is. That is actually a repeat question from my side of things ages ago, because I was struggling for questions to put in here. But yes, that's it. No other facts for that one. That's just correct. So, yeah, not really much else to say. £35 currently in the bank. Okay, let's move on. Question number 9 of a possible 20 is coming up right now. Which of these golf terms would describe the best result on a course? Is it A. Albatross, B. Eagle, or C. Condor? Getting a quick answer in from Joopy there as well as Brass. Brass is the main person who matters. Little bit of a golf reference as well. So, yeah, coming back to Wii Series a little bit. Although, I don't think you're going to be seeing many of this answer here. You're going to be seeing Condor as the answer. Is the answer Condor? Yes, it is, before I almost gave it away there. Yes, it is Condor. Eagle is -2 on par. Albatross is -3. And Condor is -4, which is a little bit less known. Obviously, birdie is -1, and you have par, which is 0, and then above that is bogey, double bogey, triple bogey, that kind of thing. But you can get an eagle in Wii Sports. I'm not sure about a condor. I feel like at that point you're just getting a hole in one. So, yeah, who knows? I can't say I've heard anyone get a condor in Wii Sports series. But yes, that is the correct answer, and it's another £5. So let's get that added in. 40 we're currently on. And we're moving on to almost the midpoint of the game. Question 10 of a possible 20. A condor is possible if you just yeet the ball. Yeah, I mean, there is that, yeah. I wonder if they even coded it. I'm not too sure. Okay. So, question 10 of a possible 20. Let's go. What is the correct spelling of a puzzle game involving numbers in a grid? A. Sudoku. B. Sudoku. C. Sudoku. Also, no autocorrect. Do not autocorrect here. I see you. No, it's all good. But no, we need the A, B, or C rather than the actual spelling. So you can't really do that because you'd have to delete it and then do the typing again. But we have had the answer in anyway, and it was fairly quick. Of Sudoku. Autocorrection. No! Is the correct answer Sudoku? Oh, as I lose where it is, there we go. And it is correct. Absolutely right. There we go. Yes, Sudoku is spelt U-O-U. Yes, that is that's how it's spelt. So, we are now halfway through, and we have 9 out of 10 so far correct. So, this is going pretty well. Let's move on to question number 11. And the music is not working from there, so let me fix that quickly. I'm going to have to do this. If I do that, and then go to here. Okay, I'm not sure why that isn't working. Okay, this one was working. Yeah, so I can just copy that one. Right, okay. Once again, fixing things on the fly. There we go, right. Okay, the 15-second one works for some reason. Anyway, I'm getting enough autocorrect from my stream deck right now. Okay, next question then is this. In 2024, the live service video game Concord released for PS5 and Windows. How many weeks after release did it shut down? Is it A, 2, B, 6, or C, 12? We have had an answer of 6 from Brass. Yeah, this is a very interesting one. If you've not heard this, it's kind of just a guess. But yeah, live service games, a lot of the time, they are coming out and they are shutting down within, you know, months or sometimes breaking into years. This one, not so much. Releasing and then shutting down fairly soon after. But how soon after was it? Let's find out. Is the answer 6 weeks? No, it is 2 weeks. So, unfortunately, we're going to be sending Brass to the red area now, and we're going to be getting someone else to play. Yes, this released on the 23rd of August, and it shut down on the 6th of September. So, exactly 2 weeks, which is quite the achievement. And that was a, yeah, pretty expensive mistake for, for PlayStation. But yes. That was probably one of the shortest amounts of time at any live service game has lasted. But yes, I heard about this at the time and I thought this would make a great quiz question. Because that happens a lot when I'm writing questions. Anyway, we are done with that one. And we're going to give you a minute to type !play if you want to get in to join on Winners Row. I'm going to close it at 31 minutes. I'm not going to leave this open for very long. We have had tech issues and I need to get this rolling. I only knew about this because we joked about it in the Astrobot community. That's kind of funny. Okay, if we get anyone in on the wheel... Okay, we have Droopy. We have Seagull. Does anyone else want to get in on the action? We are very close to the end. And if Brass stays in here, then it will actually be every other question you need to answer. So you might not actually need to answer 9 more to get to the end of the game. We have 15 seconds remaining. I'm going to be closing it up and we are going to be spinning the wheel as it stands. 5 more seconds and then we are going to get in. And we are closing it there. So let's spin that wheel. Let's see if we can roll something that isn't red. It's orange. It's Seagull. Seagull's getting in this time. Justice is done. Everyone gets 1 attempt. There you go. Normally that's not how this game goes, and the same person keeps getting in every single time. But, yeah. Apparently the game establishing some order for some reason. Normally that's not how this goes. Seagull, you are now in. However, you are not going to be playing just yet. We are going to need this red area answer from Brass before we can get you into the game. This will not be worth any money, but this is to keep you in. Let's take a look, see what this question is going to be for you. Remember, you've got 15 seconds as soon as it appears in chat with a bit of a grace period to get your answer in. Here it comes. Which James Bond actor introduced The Weeknd in the Ladies and Gentlemen, The Weeknd clip? Okay, we've had an answer. And that answer is Daniel Craig. Is the answer Daniel Craig? Oh, hello. There you go. I pressed the wrong button. Daniel Craig, yes, it is absolutely correct. That clip has been used so many times. But yes, that's right. And Brass, you are back in. For now, you will not be the one answering. It will be Seagull first. Or no, sorry. Yeah, no, it will be Seagull first. We'll be moving to Seagull because you've just answered that question. And then we will move in left to right order. So we'll go back to Brass. So if Brass gets this one wrong, it does not matter. It's only the person who is active that needs to get it correct. But yeah, that is a thing that that could happen. So yeah. First off, Seagull, you need to get this one correct. Let's go. It is question 12 of a possible 20. What is the minimum speed for a hurricane to be classified as Category 5? Is it A, 95 miles per hour, B, 129 miles per hour, or C, 157 miles per hour? Right, we've had our answer of C. Is the answer C? Yes. C is correct. It's always the highest one when it's something like that. No, not always. But yeah, with this case, it is. Yeah, that was correct. And we are now at £50. Fantastic. Anyway, moving on. This one is for Brass. Brass, you need to get this right. Otherwise, you are going to be back in the red area. Let's go. In Texas Hold'em Poker, which of these has the highest probability of being your best combination on a hand? Is it A, no pair, B, one pair, or C, two pair? This is another repeated question. It is the last repeated question. And I believe Brass might actually have seen this one. But it's all good. That's how the RNG falls. That's my bad for not writing fully original questions. We have had an answer of one pair. Is the answer one pair? Yes, it is. One pair, 43.8%. You then have two pair, which is 23.5%, and then no pair, which is 17.4%. But it's really no pair is 99% chance when I'm playing. Anyway. Or at least when I'm playing Clubhouse Games speedruns. £55 in the bank now. Next up is Seagull. This is your question. And we are going to need the correct answer here for you. Here it comes. Question 14 of a possible 20. Which of these statements about the main two 2024 US presidential candidates is true? A, the winner was taller than the main opponent. B, the winner was shorter than the main opponent. Or C, both main candidates were the same height. We've had an answer of C. Now, I can confirm, although it sounds unlikely, this has happened in the past. There's a Wikipedia article breaking this down. And it has happened. But did it happen here? Let's see. What is the correct answer? No, the winner was taller. Trump is 6'3", Harris is 5'4.5". So, unfortunately, Seagull, you're going to be going to the red area. And we are going to be getting someone else in to play on winner's row. So, again, type !play if you want to get in. I'm not leaving this open for long. Yeah, there is an entire Wikipedia article. And actually, the most recent one, the most recent time this happened, when rounding to the nearest half an inch, was actually, I think, 2008, I believe. It was like a month ago I looked this up. But yeah, you're comparing against Biden. Oh, no. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I guess that could have been an issue, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even really factor that in. But no, I would say the question is fair as it is, unfortunately. So, yeah, right. We have Droopy. Droopy wins by default. We're not going to spin the wheel unless someone else gets in the next, like, 10 seconds, because we need to get moving. Okay, Droopy is going to be playing, but Seagull. Next up, we have your red area question. You need to type the answer to this one. Make sure you do that within the 15 seconds. Here we go. How many US presidents have been found guilty in a court? It's very funny how these questions have aligned. Because I did not expect these to align. Question 14 in the main and question 3 in the red area. Yeah, this is not how I intended it to go. This is purely how the game lines up. The game, I mean, all the questions are in the set order, but if they don't get asked in that order, then that's just how it goes. You've answered 1. Is the answer 1? Yes, it is. Of course, Trump. And that is it. That's my only note for that one. So yes. You are back in the game. We now have 3 people in, and the next person to play will be Droopy. Droopy, this is your question. It is number 15 of a possible 20. Here it comes. That is not... No, do that. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour finished in December. How long did the video game Concord last as a percentage of the length of the Eras Tour? About 2% of the tour, about 20% of the tour, or about 42% of the tour? Bit of a callback to the previous question. Little bit of a different game show format. I literally just told you coming in here. Let's see if you got it right. You have answered about 2% of the tour. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I try my best. Is the answer about 2% of the tour? Yes, absolutely right. We're at 60 quid now. And yeah, I can give you some stats very quickly. 17th of March 2023 to the 8th of December 2024. 633 days compared to, obviously, Concord's 14 days. Yeah, that would be quite the short tour. Yeah. Especially knowing how long that tour really went on for. Yes, Droopy, you're absolutely right. And you stay in. Next up is Brass. This is your question coming up. It is question 16 of a possible 20. Here it goes. The Eurovision Song Contest was held in May 2024. Which contestant was disqualified from participating in the final? Tally, Joost Klein, or Eden Golan? Yeah, I think this has fell very well for you as well, Brass, hasn't it? This is the power of the RNG. Yeah, I think we know what's going to happen here, but you have said Joost Klein. Was it Joost Klein? Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, Brass is Dutch, and that was the Dutch participant that unfortunately did not participate in the end. But that does mean good news for the charity. We're at 65 quid. So, yeah, I mean, that's my bad for putting it where Brass appeared, clearly. Next up, though, is Seagull's question. You need this right to stay in. This is question 18 of a possible 20. Here we go. Which TV series won Best Adaptation at the Game Awards in 2024? Was it A, Knuckles, B, Like a Dragon Yakuza, or C, Fallout? Okay, our answer we have had is C, Fallout. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Fallout is absolutely right. We are at one of our highest totals ever. I mean, the format is slightly different this time. Normally we do 20 total questions. Here we're exhausting the entire pack, which is slightly different because we've obviously already asked 3 red area questions. So we will be pretty much done at this stage. But no, we are not, because we are exhausting the entire pack. And it looks like we are going to be asking all 20 questions because we are at the final 2. Seagull, that means you are safe. You have answered your last question, and you will be playing in the final. Droopy, this is the next one. The Nevans has a thorough reputation for sending in boring acts. Yeah, literally the one time we sending something interesting, this happened. Yeah, kind of funny. Netherlands moment, I guess. France is known for sending bad acts, yeah. Okay, anyway, Seagull, you're absolutely right. Next up is Jupi, sorry. And this is question 19 of a possible 21. Which of these capital cities celebrated the 2025 New Year the earliest? Was it A, Moscow, B, Mogadishu, or C, Manila? This is a horrible question. But we're getting to the late stage of the game, so that's the point. There's a 1 in 3 of getting it right. Or maybe you just know it. We've had an answer from Jupi of C, Manila. Is that right? Yes, it is. Incredible answer there. Yes, so... also, we have skipped one. We have skipped a question. Somehow. I don't know how, but Seagull is not safe. We need to ask a previous question. So I'm gonna have to fix that. My bad. It seemed to all work fine in the chat though, because I think I actually missed the ID in general for my spreadsheet, my control panel. So my bad. Either way, we're at £75 now, I believe. And if we move on to here, I will confirm the donation at the end. But yes, that is correct. And I need to find the one I have not yet asked, which is that one. So if I do this, and I ask question 17, then this will be Brass Beat's question coming up. So let's do that, and go to here. This is Brass's question. Here we go. No. That's not what I did. There we go. Spoilers. Which of these games turned 25 in 2025? Was it A, Tomb Raider, B, The Sims, or C, Banjo-Kazooie? Okay, we've had a lock-in of Tomb Raider. Was it Tomb Raider? No, it is The Sims. The Sims came out in 2000. Banjo and Kazooie came out in 1996 and... sorry, 1998. And Tomb Raider came out in 1996. So, Brass, you are in the red area. And then Seagull, next up though. Here is your question. First up. Here we go. Okay, so I need to do this, and I need to do this, and I need to do... what is the next one? We are at the final question, so this is literally going to be Brass answering this, us potentially inviting someone new in, and that is going to be it. So, Seagull, this is your question coming up. Question 20 of 20. Here it is. Excluding this event, what is the total runtime of all Go Fish and No Fish events when counting the full stream length? Is it A, 22 hours 15 minutes, B, 34 hours 30 minutes, or C, 41 hours 45 minutes? And breathe. That was a long one. We've had an answer. Seagull, you have put 34 hours 30. Is that correct? Yes, it is. We are at 80 quid. And now, just before we finish, if anyone would like to get in on Winner's Row now, except Brass, do so now. Exclamation mark play. You will get a free 1 in 3 shot at winning a share of that £20 bonus prize. Anyone can enter this, even if you've not played so far. Exclamation mark play. No one else who is already in can do it. If you would like to get in, feel free. If we have no one, then we will not add anyone. I will close this at 47:30 on the timer, because we are very pressed for time now. While we do that, I am going to get Brass's red area question ready. Yeah, we have lots of money coming in here. I might be one out in terms of correct answers. It might be one above or one below, but either way, somewhere around this number is going to be going to the charity, and I will do it after the stream today. So by tomorrow, it will be on the total. And I need to get the ID. So it's that one. Okay. So it's that and done and there. Okay, right. We have no one else. So Brass, this is it. Here we go. This is for you to stay in the game. You must answer this correctly, otherwise you are not going to be in the final. Here we go. What everyday household device did Nintendo release in October 2024? We've had an answer. The answer being an alarm clock. Is that correct? Yes, it is. You are back in for the final, and that means now everyone is active for this final question. You will all answer this together. If you get it right, you'll win a share of the £20. I will probably round it up, to be fair, so if you all win it, you all win £8. If 2 of you win it, you win 10, and if 1 of you wins it, you get full 20. So let's go. The final question is coming up for you now. Let's have a look. It is multiple choice, so that is a thing for you. And let me just correct that. So we have one final question for you. Remember, that prize for the charity is safe, but you need to get this right for you to win anything here. Okay, let's go for it now. There's going to be a new Final Destination released in 2025, but which of these came first? The first film Final Destination, the first Final Destination book Dead Reckoning, or the first Super Smash Bros. Video game with a stage called Final Destination? And we've had a split. We have had a split at the last hurdle. That means we could have no winners. We could have 1 winner and we could have 2. There will not be all 3 of you winning, unfortunately. I can confirm the difference is not big. One of them was Jan 1999. One of them March 2000. One of them March 2005. I can tell you the correct answer, as we've had an answer from chat, one of them being B from Joopy, 2 of them being Smash Bros, as C from Seagull and Brass. The correct answer is C. Yes, the Smash stage came first, and that's time. You will be winning a share of that bonus prize. I will DM you after the stream to get that sent over to you, either Steam credit or gift subs on Twitch. The charity donation will be going over to the to Mind by tomorrow's stream. So yes, it will not be happening now because I need to rush off because this is massively overrun because of those tech issues. But yes, that is the win there. GG's. Thank you everyone for playing, and thank you Joopy for playing though. I do appreciate you playing in the quiz and taking part. Thank you so much. We are hopefully going to find someone to raid very quickly, but stick around for tomorrow. We are done for the day. That is our pre-show concluded. We might do this in the future. Who knows? We might even open it up to more people when I'm actually more prepared for it. But for now, thank you all for playing. Again, if you do enjoy a quiz, I do occasional quiz and game shows. We have had Deal or No Deal on the past in Go Fish 2023 and 2024 as well. Maybe even in 2025, we will have another game of Deal or No Deal. But thank you all so much for playing, and we will cut to a quick intermission for me to hopefully find a raid target. Thank you for sticking around, and we'll be back tomorrow for the event proper on day 1 of No Fish 2024. 2025, even. See you then.